Every year, around February 4th, the Chinese people welcome the first solar term, the beginning of spring, wearing silk flags in their hair and tying carrots with red cords to the trees. All the villagers celebrate the very first night of spring together. The Chinese believe that spring is a key time of year, and whether or not the year will be a success depends on a good start in spring. Solar terms to Chinese farmers are about more than simply timing. They are a representation of a natural cultural heritage. Lichun, or the beginning of spring, as it is known, is the first of the 24 solar terms. It marks the starting point on the wheel of the 4 seasons, when the world is all revived. In Shiqian, every year on Lichun, the ancient custom of spring announcer begins. The people who play a central role in the gathering and its associated ceremonies are known as the spring announcers. They are the ambassadors of spring. In the past, farmers counted on spring announcers to announce the arrival of spring and the beginning of spring ploughing. Feng Wanming is admired in his county. He continues to carry the torch of his ancestors as the 4th generation spring announcer. Feng is at his busiest each year on the 10 days before and after Lichun. At this time, he walks the streets and goes from house to house to announce the arrival of spring in order to ensure everybody knows that it's time to start ploughing. But announcing the beginning of spring isn't that simple. Essential tools and cultural artifacts like spring calendars, seals, and carved spring oxen need to be prepared in advance.
翻过去就摆大饼了。
Oh, it's the most beautiful calendar ever. 怎么样？
可以，可以。好。
这个水牛，
水牛，
是你弄的，师傅？嗯，真好。
哎，你什么？要跟前老百姓吃饭，就靠它。
这个就是到时候出去说村，哎，就得带上这个。
哦，就是讲它了吧。
Every year at the beginning of spring, Feng Wanming traverses the mountainside and visits all the villages around Shiqian. He will typically greet more than 30 families every day. A more appropriate name for this practice should be spring singing, as the words are actually sung out loud rather than chanted. The essence of a spring teller's lyrics are the 24 solar terms. These include the terms for weeding, the term for sowing, and the terms for harvesting. Feng knows his intricate solar term lyrics by heart. When farmers start the spring ploughing, Feng's job is done. I believe the reason why this tradition has been carried on for thousands of years is the Chinese people's age-old dependence on the land and their deep respect for nature. Their understanding of nature and the solar terms continues to help nourish the tranquil countryside and industrious farms of China.